Hello. How are you all doing today? Let me see if everything is working. Let me see if
Test 23.
working. Let me see if
Test 23.
Yeah, we got a looping sound and I think we're all good. How are you? I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday today. We're back. We're back. We're gonna do another try to get our Hitless run all skill. Hopefully we'll get it today. We were really close yesterday. We have a PB5 now. I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm starting to feel more confident in the parts where I'm not very confident. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I have a... I don't know. I have a tranquil feeling about this run. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not excited, I'm not overhyped, and I don't think it's gonna be shit. Like, I'm very mellow in, like, it is what it is. Let's see. We did Carpe Diem on the run. Sun Dormant, hi, how are you doing? Welcome in. I hope you are having a great Wednesday today. It is Wednesday, right? We are... So I've been trying... I got an any percent run, I think it was a few weeks ago. And now I am working on an all skill run. And I hope I can get it. We'll see. Maybe today. We are in that ballpark now when... Like, nothing is actually hard. It's just that we do some small fuck-ups every now and then. So I'm hoping we're gonna be like, whoop. We're gonna be good enough and like be able to not make those mistakes now. I'm doing good, thanks. I hope you have a good Wednesday too. Thank you. And to be honest, I do. So far, my Wednesday has been as good as a Wednesday can... Not as good as a Wednesday can be. I mean, I could win the lottery, but no, I'm having a good day today. Everything is feeling good. So I hope it will reflect on my run today. Are you also playing Hollow Knight? Or are you also doing any hitless runs or just enjoy watching them? To be honest, I haven't been a big hitless runner before. Or speedrunner or anything. I've just liked challenging content. I hope I have it on my wishlist though. Like Hollow Knight or hitless runs. Because if you haven't played Hollow Knight, there's no other game you should play. Like, abort everything you're doing and play Hollow Knight as your next game. Hollow Knight, I mean? Right. Interesting. Yeah, no, it's a game I can highly recommend to anyone who likes platform... Like, if you thought Super Nintendo was a great console, I don't know if you're old enough for that, but like old Super Nintendo games, this feels like I'm playing them, but in a modern version, even though this game is actually a little old right now. Or not old, but I think it came out 2017 or something, right? So I mean, it's 8 years old. But if you have it on your wish list, I think it's usually on sale. Like every time there's a Steam sale, it's almost always a great deal on this game because it's getting older now, right? So if you have the opportunity to find it on a sale, like, I would buy it. I would recommend you to buy it. Because it is definitely worth playing. If you're into platformers, that is. Just a heads up, since we will be finishing the game today. So if you're watching today, you will probably get spoiled. I don't know how much Hollow Knight you have been watching, how much you know about the game, but there will be spoilers in the stream. Since we're doing a hitless run. When I get a new PC, I'll make sure to buy it. The only Metroidvania platformer I ever played was Guacamelee. I don't think I've ever played that game. I don't mind getting spoilers. Oh, that is good. Then you won't see all the bosses. Probably not even half of the bosses. But you'll see, like, the last boss. One of them. There's actually several. So, like, if you don't mind that, fine. I'm very happy if you want to stick around. Hi, Alex. How are you doing? I hope you have a great Wednesday as well. Today, I think we're getting the run. Maybe. If I don't get the run today, I'm going to have a new PB. I'm tired. Did you get too little sleep last night? Ah, haven't been getting enough sleep lately. That does it. I play. Oh right, yeah. You have turned back your clock. We are doing that here in Sweden. We do it the last Sunday of March. So we haven't done that yet. So you're 2 weeks ahead of us, I think. So when do you turn it back? Is it the first Sunday of March or something? Or is it just a set date in the state? Or I'm just assuming the states. Might be Canada as well. Or Brazil, who knows? I just know that here in Sweden, I don't know if we have... I think it's usually a Sunday, but I'm not sure. It was last Sunday, and I think last Sunday was the first Sunday of March, right? So maybe you have the first Sunday of March. And I know we used the last Sunday for some reason. Don't ask me why. Probably have good reasons for it. But that's how we do it here in Sweden. No, we got a PB5 yesterday, and I think most of the hits I took was actually, as usually, like in very strange places, except for two. Two of them was on Broken Vessel. That was like kind of deserved because I didn't play him good enough. Ooh, but one, like several of them, I just fumbled and got hit. As usual. But today, like, it was so weird, because when we were playing yesterday, it felt like... It felt so natural, like all of the places that we went to felt so natural. We didn't have any hiccups almost, like... We knew what to do, where... It felt familiar. So I think I'm getting used to the run now, which is a good thing. So I hope I didn't jinx it right now. Oh, fuck me, I need to reset the hit counter and split. So I hope we didn't jinx it now and start taking like weird hits early in the game. I was thinking as well, maybe I could take like 1 or 2 days. Like if I have a day when I'm playing Hollow Knight Hitless the entire week, maybe I should take 1 or 2 days from that week and do some P5 Hitless to start that, even if we haven't gotten the run that we're trying to get right now. Just to like mix in a little something else. Because P5 running is actually really fun as well. I wish I had more time though. Like my schedule is so cramped. Because now I get up at 6 in the morning and I go to work. I start work at 7. I end work at 3:30. I work 7.5 hours a day. And then I'm home at just before 4, kinda, my time. And now I started stream a little later than usual. Now it was 20 minutes past 4. But like I have 10 to 15 minutes to like get ready after I get home from work to start streaming. And then I need to make dinner at like 6, 7-ish. So usually I have 2 to 3 hours to stream each day. And I just wish I could stream more. It would be so much fun. Like if I could do 2 or 3 runs in a row. Because these runs takes 2.5 hours. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. If we become a big streamer or we win the lottery. One or the other. Actually, if I get unemployed as well, that might also work. Which is probably the most plausible thing of them. 7 hours of work sounds tiresome. 7.5 even. It is actually not too bad. Usually a work day in Sweden is usually 8 hours. So I'm used to 8-hour work, or not work week, work days, sorry. So having 7.5 is actually less than average, I think. I can barely do the average 6. Man, I wish I had a 6-hour workday. That would be fantastic. I think though, like when I was working 8 hours, oh man, when I worked before, like I used to work sometimes 12 hours a day. I used to work in motorcycle retail. So I've been in 8 years, I think. I was selling motorcycles or like being in motorcycle stores. So I've been working in 2 motorcycle stores and when it's the summer season in Sweden, like you want to sell as much as possible when it comes to motorcycles. So we had to work early mornings to late evenings. And if there were customers in the store, like we never quit the store and like said, okay, we're closing the store now, so you have to leave. Like if there were customers, we kept the store open. So we closed the store at 6, but almost every day I couldn't leave work until like 7, 7:30, or even 8 sometimes, 9. Because like people just didn't leave the store. They wanted to keep browsing motorcycles and like maybe then someone started speaking with a salesperson and like they wanted to sell a motorcycle, and if they wanted to sell one, like you had to stay there and you have to fix it and all of that. Was really fun working there, but man, it was taxing. And you had no free time. You went home, you ate, and then you went to bed so you could go to work again. And I do not wish to have that that lifestyle again. Even though I had a lot of fun, like I almost burned out because it was too much work. It's fun to try, but I wouldn't recommend it unless it's a very sustainable place. where you don't work like 10, 12 hours a day. Of course, we had less to do in the winter, but most of the times people quit in the fall because it was so much work to do. It wasn't what they expected. And then you had shit to do all winter instead, because there were no people around to work. So you never got to rest. It was always busy. Last bit. Oh, fuck me. I should not have shot that. But I think we're fine. If I hit this guy twice... Oh, 3 times. Okay, we have the soul back. Though I got to drive a shit ton of motorcycles. I said Lexist, hi. How are you doing today? I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Now, if I could make a living as a streamer, I would work 12 hours a day. At a minimum. That would be fun. But the thing is, it feels so easy, but there's so much time that goes into streaming without, like... You can do it very casually as well. I think I do it pretty casually as well. I don't spend too much time. But, like, if you wanna, like... be on point and like stay on top and stuff. Streaming does take a lot of time then. Like there's a lot of shit that goes on beyond, like when the stream closes too. Especially if you do YouTube. Stalker 2 is amazing. I'm just shit at it. Oh really? Is there difficulties in Stalker 2? Like is there hard, easy, normal? Shit like that? Or is it just like one difficulty, play the game and have fun? There are difficulties? Right. I've actually gotten into the habit now of playing games on the hardest difficulty. And this is not a flex or anything, because I suck at the game and it takes me forever. But I just find that when the games are really hard, they are super fun. Like, I've always played on, like, normal. But lately now, I've started playing on the hardest difficulty, mostly for the... I was gonna do it more for the meme, kinda, like dying a lot in a game. And then I just noticed that, holy shit, this game became so much more fun when it was super hard. So I'm almost always playing on, like, hard or the hardest difficulty. Just because it's a challenge. I got so tired of the games where you... It feels like there was an era, maybe 10 years ago or something, with games, when all games were like piss easy. It feels like Dark Souls came and like revolutionized that. But maybe it was 15 years ago more. Like, it feels like all the games they released were like, we need to make the games accessible to as many people as possible. So we don't want to make it too hard so everyone can finish it. And it just ended up with games like being you were just running through them. Like, they weren't that hard. And that kinda... I don't know. For me, I like challenges in games. Of course, everyone is different. But I like it when I get challenged in a game. When there's an obstacle and I have to get better to overcome it. Dying a lot is fun. It doesn't lose too much. If it doesn't lose too much time and progress. Right. Definitely. Like, dying in Celeste is fun since you respawn in the same room. Yes, I 100% agree. Dying in some other games, not as fun. I'm playing on the easiest difficulty right now because I'm shit and because shit costs a lot. And I am mistaken my radiation will get filled faster if I probably get more damage done to me. Yeah. And I mean, playing on different difficulties is definite. Like, if you feel like you want to play on easy, you should play on easy. Because everyone has a different purpose of why they're playing the game. And I know for me, the purpose has always been that I want to be challenged. So every time when I've played a game on like normal or something, I've been running through the games. I've been playing a lot of games throughout my life as well. So I am very, very used to playing a lot of different games. Not really good, but I would say that I'm probably average or slightly better than average. It's just playing on a harder difficulty opened up a new world for me. It was so much fun. And dying a lot in Ori is fun if you saved really recently, but it's not fun if it's been a while since you saved. I don't remember how the saving... I played through the first Ori game, but I don't remember how the... Oh my god, that was close. I don't remember how the saving system was in Ori. I just remember I really loved the art and like the mood of the game. The theme and the style. I would die every 5 minutes if I played on the hardest difficulty. Radiation is my biggest enemy. I have like 3 more items that decreases radiation. You can't decrease it in any other way. Yeah, I have never played Stalker 2. We should probably have a look at that game as well. Are you having fun in it so far? Is it a good game? Ori 1 gives you pretty full control over when and where you save. I played through Ori 1. That's Ori and the Blind Forest, right? I just don't remember when. I don't mind difficulty settings existing. I like mostly to play for the plot, so I don't get... so I don't like getting stuck. I used to like challenge until I realized that I didn't have enough time to play anymore. Yes, and that is a super valid reason. Because some games are really more for the story than the actual gameplay. But I also think that a lot of games have both. And it feels like if I'm not playing on a hard difficulty then, I'm missing out of half of the game. Even though the story is good and everything. But it's, of course, this is very personal and like different how people likes to play games. And I as well like to play on like a medium setting before. But I changed my mind lately. And for me at least, it has been for the better. I'm having fun, but my skill issue at shooting shows, right. Yeah, if you're not used to shooters too much either, definitely, like, there's a learning curve there. And that's the thing. I've been playing games, especially PC games, since I was... I don't remember. 7, 8, 10 years old. And I'm 38 now. I have like 30 years of experience playing on a PC. So, and that's the thing as well. Having fun is the one and only reason why you play games, I think. Kind of. The biggest reason as well, at least. Have fun. Otherwise, like, why even bother? I do it to be toxic? Yeah, there's that aspect as well. Hi Airbus, how are you doing? I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Fellow PC player? Yes. No, now when I'm playing Hollow Knight, I know everyone is playing with a controller. I play with keyboard. Yay, fellow toxic player! Nah. Airbus is nice. Actually, I have never... you have been nice to me, at least. Maybe I need to face you in Dota 2. I can get called a scrub. I haven't been able to talk in Dota 2 in years? Right. Boo, I'm still gonna dance. You keep dancing. What the hell are we doing? We killed Hornet. We killed Grassmatter. We're gonna get the Mantis Claw now. I don't know if I ever have been like a toxic player. It's not really in me. I'm one of those people. But I have been like furiously mad at playing games. But I don't ever think it spills out on others. Making people feel bad is my favorite thing. Well, luckily we have different types of persons. And actually it's really funny in one way. It's part of playing games, I'd say. Like toxicity has a part in games, even though it's not always good. A small amount of it is actually fun, I think. And like it's always been in games. And it's been in everything. Just look at whatever sports. Like teams are being toxic against each other, calling each other scrubs. Bring bullying back? Yes! We need more bullying! I played mostly single players, I'm mostly toxic to myself. Well, there you go. Bring toxicity back. Oh, fuck me, did I forget to equip my shaman stone? I did. Okay. Let's see if we can make it either way. I think nothing should be different. Even though I forgot the shaman stone. Look at pro hockey. They beat the shit out of each other. I mean, it's not just that they beat the shit out of each other. Like, imagine what they are doing, what they are saying. Like, when they're having a fight for the puck, when they're in a corner, I bet they call everyone's mother a whore, and like, it's the most foul shit you can hear when they talk to each other on the ice that you do not know as a spectator. They're probably just ranting so much shit about each other that like you wouldn't even imagine. And eventually someone just snap. And that's when the fighting breaks out. Have you been, Rocker? Actually, I've been pretty good. Not gonna lie, I've been pretty good. I had a shit ton of work, like just after Christmas and like January, February. Now I've actually caught up with work, so I'm not really stressing at work. I got a hitless run in Hollow Knight. We're doing pretty good. Now we're almost getting a second hitless run in Hollow Knight on a harder difficulty. So I'm good. Thanks for asking. I hope you are good as well. And I'm even going to Greece in June. I have booked a holiday in Greece. Going to Crete. It's when I was the first time we went abroad. When I was when I was 14 years old. And that was when we went abroad with the family on a vacation, and then we went to Crete in Greece. And my mother turned 70 this October, the last of October, like last year. So I thought to give her a nice present, I actually treated her on a trip back to the same area on Crete where we went with the family the first time we took a family vacation, like when we went abroad. So I thought it was like a nice, fun present to give. That like, okay, we're going back to where it started. And I know she's been talking about that High Cloth a lot, like, because she really enjoyed that place. It was very nice. So I hope it's gonna be good nostalgic memories there, and a nice present to give to your mother. There's also, I just took my dad on a cruise. Nice. How was it? Races the lion cat, the circle of life. It really is. Savenya, Hanani, Hanana, Enya Sanyo. And I raise my mother. Savenya, I don't know the lyrics. I'd pay for rocker cover of Circle of Life. God damn it! Okay, I need to... Whoa! Whoa! I need to tune my guitar. Make a cover. Post it on YouTube. Earn millions. Take my mother to Greece twice. Man, it was a... Have you guys seen the remake of... Didn't they make a... Like a live... Not live action, but an animated remake of The Lion King? I know they had a... They had a spree now when they did a lot of... Like, real-life looking old Disney movies. I think I saw them, The Little Mermaid or something. And I think they did Lion King as well. But I haven't seen that one. I don't even know if it's good or not. Because, I mean, the lions... I don't know, are they talking in that movie? Yeah, okay. Okay, we got Mantis Claw. Nice! Man, I have such a backlog of movies and games I have to play. And I'm painting Warhammer as well. Actually, I just finished painting my last grey sculpture. So, in the Warhammer community, you have something you call a grey pile of shame, which is basically... I don't know if anyone knows about Warhammer, but you buy plastic miniatures, you assemble them with glue, and then you paint them. And then you play, like, war chess with these plastic models, which is really fun. And there's, like, a painting part of the hobby, a building and painting, and then, like, a gaming part of the hobby, and, like, a lore part of the hobby. I'm mostly into the gaming part of the hobby, so I'm not a good painter. But everyone has a grey pile of shame. But I actually worked through my shit now, so I have nothing left. So I'm very happy about that as well. I should post pictures on my very cool looking, not so professionally painted miniatures. I think the general opinion is that the live action Lion King is worse than the original. That was actually the live action animated Disney film, right? Oh, the first live action... Oh, so that was the first of all of these, like, remakes they did. Didn't they do Aladdin as well? I think I've seen Aladdin and The Little Mermaid. I have to watch The Lion King as well. But it feels like... I think I saw a trailer, and then it was just like animals. No shit, right? But what I mean is, it felt like they weren't speaking. They were more like just being animals. And it, like, one thing with The Lion King was just the dialogue in that movie, I think, that was really good. Like the sad moments and the shit they were saying. Timon and Pumbaa singing Hakuna Matata, like... Aladdin, Pinocchio, The Little Mermaid, Mulan. Wait, they did Mulan as well? That was actually one of my favorite movies as well. Though, my absolute favorite movie of all time, the old Disney ones, is Hercules. Man, I loved that movie growing up. I thought it was so fucking good. The songs and just the story. And it was Greek gods. I fucking loved Hercules. Ooh, this might be... Yeah, we're fine. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Cinderella was the first live-action remake. But that one didn't receive many complaints, and it was mostly good. Cinderella. That's the one when she's being trapped by her evil sisters, right? And she's going to the ball and losing her shoe and everything. Have I seen that one? I wonder if there's actually one more. Was this one before or after the others? But didn't they also do Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson? I'm sorry to tell you, Mulan has been the worst remake to date. Well, that's too bad. I guess it is what it is. And to be honest, I did not think that the remake of Mulan was going to be a good movie. But I know that they did a remake of Beauty and the Beast. That one I saw with Emma Watson. And it's impossible to not see her as Hermione. But I don't know. I don't know if Beauty and the Beast was before or after all those others. I just remember that they did. Oh my god, where did he come from? Holy shit, I didn't see him. Pinocchio would like to talk to you, 2017. Did Pinocchio remake come 2017? Time flies when you're a wooden doll. Oh, Beauty and the Beast did. Oh, right. How are you doing, Dragonborn, by the way? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Pinocchio was 2023. Right. Man, I'm so behind on movies. I haven't watched much. Remake Pinocchio was made out of wood. Is Dicklet better than Mulan's actress? My daughter slammed the door on my middle finger and left my hand on my left hand and broke it. No way! Did you break your finger? Do you need do you need to plaster your finger now? Well, technically she did, but yes. What the hell? Man, you're so unlucky lately. Didn't you break your foot like a month ago as well or something? How many bones can one break in 1 month? A month and a half, so yes. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope the finger is not too bad. I think some of those finger injuries, they like heal by themselves, right? Like you don't really do anything except take it easy. Of course, some are worse. He's the Dragonborn. He'll be okay. He'll just fusroda his finger back into place. I'm going to take the cast off in like 2 weeks. Oh man. Well, then it's still... I guess it was still a big deal then. Which finger is it? Oh, the leg cast. Right. Did you have to cast the finger as well? Right. So, you don't know how long you're gonna have that. Man, it's gotta be such a handicap. I mean, of course, a foot is bad. But I must imagine a finger is really bad as well if you can't, like, move your hand properly and, like, grab shit. And if you have to do something like take on a sweater or a jacket or whatever. And that shit is in the way. I have never broken a body in my entire life. Which, like, I'm happy that I haven't broken a body. But also, I feel like I would like to know how it is to break a bone. Weirdly enough. And I bet that can be organized somehow. But, I think I'd rather, if possible, stay unbroken. I have soft baby bones. I don't break. I just bend. And they had to readjust it manually, which was a whole new experience in pain. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, because... But wait, don't you get any painkillers or, like, anesthesia? Or at least some local pain relief or something? Or did they just... Ah, fuck this. Click! And pull it in place? I can say that... I don't know. I've had 2 experiences that has been so painful. I don't know which one is the worst. And I can tell you a story of my dad as well. They gave it to me after. Well, thank you. So, once I had stones in my gallbladder. Which is, I guess, pretty common. But fuck me, that hurt so bad. I don't know if you've ever had stones in your gallbladder. But man, I was laying, like, curled up on the fucking ground. Like, sweating because of the pain. It was so painful. And it just came, like, out of nowhere. I had it removed 4 years ago. Yeah, same here. Or not 4 years ago, but I had it removed. But holy shit, that is some of the worst pain I've ever been in. And it's so weird, because when I removed my gallbladder, I had a weird, like... It's so strange, because when the attack comes, it hurts so bad. Like, you cannot sit or think or stand or, like... For me, at least, it hurts so bad. And it came kind of like this. It just started, and I had pain for so long. And it was so weird, because when it finally released, and you didn't have pain anymore, like, you got the best sensation in your body that I have ever felt in my entire life. Like, it was so relieving. I guess it was just endorphins or something, like, rushing out, because I got rid of the pain. But it was funny, because after I had removed my gallbladder, I kinda missed having that pain because of the sensation I got from when I lost the pain. If that makes sense. I got like a junkie on the endorphins I get from, like, the release of a gallbladder attack. Which is strange. You weirdo. My worst pain was when I dislocated my kneecap. Oh, that also sounds... I have never dislocated anything, except for a shoulder when I was like 5. But I don't remember that. Still has the scar from the surgery. I do as well. Who would miss that? I don't miss the pain, but I miss the feeling I got after. That was like so nice. The second thing that... Oh, let's... The second most painful thing I think I've had was when I ate my Carolina Reaper on stream. Not the actual eating it, but the part later when I got acid reflux with Carolina Reaper use. And it felt like my entire inside was burning from my stomach to my... Like the same pain I felt in my mouth when I ate a Carolina Reaper, I had in my entire stomach up to my throat. So it felt like my entire insides was burning. And I could not do anything. And eventually I puked from the pain. And that relieved it. And it tasted hot in my mouth afterwards. But then I had some yogurt and it was fine. But man, holy shit, that was bad. Worst pain for me has only been cavities. Never broke a bone or had kidney stones. Man, I can tell you a story. Oh, and hi, Strasbourg, how are you doing? Don't fear the Reaper? I do fear the Reaper. I can tell you a story of my dad that will make you touch your little special area. And bear with me, this is gonna be a weird transition. Oh no, fuck me! I mind farted. Oh well. We're not getting the hitless run today. And let's see. D-dive. This is where I took a hit. So, my dad was... when I was living at home, we used firewood to heat the house. Yeah, that was actually a fail. Maybe I'm a little unfocused, but it's fine. Because this is fun. No, my dad, we were burning firewood in our house to heat the house and heat the water and everything. And we had our own forest. So my dad was like, he was a little lumberjack. Just cutting down trees every now and then to get firewood, or every now and then, every winter. And I remember this because this was the day before Christmas. And I was in my room, maybe I was 13, 14. I was playing computer, and I just heard that my dad came in through the front door, and he was cursing like, "God damn it, fucking, oh shit, oh blah blah blah," but in Swedish, and he was cursing for minutes straight. He was cursing, and then he just left again, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" But apparently, so usually he is always in the forest alone. This time though, he actually had a friend with him. They were gonna help each other cut down some trees and get the logs in place and everything. It's heavy work being a lumberjack. So when you cut a tree, he had a machine at the back of his tractor that cut all the branches and shit off of the trees. And when you cut the branches of the trees, you park your tractor in one place, and you pull the trees to that machine, and then it passes through, and you get a big pile of branches from all the cut branches from the trees. And then my dad was gonna move the tractor to a new place because that pile becomes really big after a while, or if they were gonna go home, I don't remember. So he moved the tractor next to a pile of these branches, and then he opened the door and he jumped out of the tractor, and on the ground, one of the sticks in this pile of branches that has been cut was sticking up like this. And you can guess what he landed on when he jumped out of the tractor. So he got a stick from one of the branches right up his balls, and it impaled him 30 centimeters into his stomach. 10 inches or something. 10 to 12 inches. And that branch was on a pile of other branches. So they couldn't just, like, move away. So on site, they had to break the branch to pull it out. And like, luckily, he had a friend, that friend with him that day. And they went to the car, they went home, and that's when my dad, like, went in and I heard the cursing. And then he went to the ER, of course. And everything was fine. He was fine afterwards. But he was impaled 30 centimeters into his stomach. And it was 2 centimeters, 1 inch from the main artery in his body. So if it had been 2 centimeters to the side, he would have punctured his artery and died on the spot. Luckily now, he only got impaled in his balls and 30 centimeters up his stomach and survived. And it's really funny because his name is Johnny. And everyone at his job started calling him Jenny instead. Because he got a hole down there. That was kind of mean, but really funny as well. Epic Dad lore? Yeah, he's been through some things. He also had a dislocated knee at work. Or like the tendon holding the kneecap broke, and his kneecap went up to his thigh. So that's like, he's been very unlucky with injuries. But also, like a fucking cat, he never dies. When getting impaled in the balls, it's the better outcome. Yeah. No, so he actually got impaled in the balls. And I know every time I tell that story, I see people just grab, like, they reach for their balls. And I know why, because I do it as well. I feel it myself. I assume you don't have any brothers or sisters? Not after that. No, I have an older sister, but yeah, no. Luckily enough. How old were you when that happened? I think I was like 13 or 14. I remember sitting in my room playing computer games. And I don't think I had a computer in my room until I was around 14-ish. Before that, I had the computer... Or actually, maybe I was like 13 or 12. Before that, we had the computer in like a room for everyone. Hi, superhero. How are you doing? No, so like, that is one of the worst stories. That is actually very, very much true. And it hurts telling the story. And it actually hurts listening to it as well. So, he's been a little unlucky, but he survived. And I mean, it was all good after that. But it was a close call. It really was. Let's see, I'm gonna grab some more soul. And we should be... Oh! No! God damn it, I shot the... this room. This room is a real piece of work. I've taken 2 hits now. We got this hitless last time. But I guess today is just one of those days. And it's all about how they spawn there. But I fucked up there. I shot the fireball the wrong way. Let me see. I think I missed one thing that you typed there, sadly. I was playing passes with friends and hit the ground with my foot sideways pretty hard and fell to the ground. I looked down and noticed my knee wasn't where it was supposed to be. Told my friend to call an ambulance and it took 50 fucking minutes for the ambulance to arrive. Oh man. Oh, thank you for the flute. Man, that sounds really painful as well. God damn it. My dad cut his ballsack open on a fence when he was little and had to go to the ER to put his testicles back in there and sew it up. Holy fuck, I don't know, that almost sounds... I don't know which is worse. I think they're equally bad. That... Oh my god, I think I'm going to pass out. Yeah, man, what the hell? This stream has been fun so far. No, it's... Why do injuries have to happen on ball sacks? Holy shit. You all traumatizing me? Well, if we gotta be traumatized, you gotta be traumatized as well. Sharing is caring, isn't that what they say? So we're only caring for you. We're being nice. Listen to my story about ball sacks ripping open. Sharing is scaring, more like. Yeah. But now you know what not to do. So if you're ever in your tractor in the middle of the forest, cutting down trees, and you park your tractor next to a big pile of branches, don't jump out. Place it where there are no pointy branches sticking up. And don't jump over fences. If you're agile like a refrigerator, you will cut your ballsack open. And we don't want that. So this is more a friendly reminder. Because you will never forget this move. And hopefully you will remember it the next time you're gonna jump a fence or jump out of a tractor in the middle of the forest next to a pile of branches. I think I actually did this wrong. We did not take a... There is where we should have the... What did I just hear? Oh yeah, superhero, you just missed something. It's fine. We were just talking about injuries. In your ballsack. Oh man. What a segue. Where do we go from here? Oh! Read any good books lately? Wait, didn't we take... I think I've taken 2 hits so far. Where the fuck did I take my first hit? Let's do 2 hits here. Oh, I remember, yes. Oops. We have to... I took 1 here as well. There we are. I was helping my dad put a new roof on the house after I realized there was a huge roofing nail sticking all the way through my shoe. Right between my toes. Oh my god. I hate stepping on nails and getting them on your foot. First it was when you misfired the fireball. That was the second one. I also got hit after the little soul warrior boss. I was gonna jump down on a guy and on a wizard, and he hit me. Oh, I forgot. I also need to pick up a thing here. You took 1 hit from the wizard? Yes, 1 hit from the wizard and 1 from the ghost in the room where I shot the fireball at the wrong way. Damn it. We can still PB. We still have a PB of 5. If we just stop talking about ball sacks ripping open and and get good, then we're fine. To be honest, I kind of want to talk about ball sacks. No. Have you ever had like a stepped on a nail that goes into your foot? I luckily have, like, I have done that, but luckily it has never been any deep penetration. Like, it was always, I started bleeding, but like still pretty shallow. And man, ugh. It hurts. I hate it. I actually got a pair of, we have something in Sweden called like träskor, which is wooden shoes that has a thick wooden sole that I bought partially because I don't want to step on nails and get them like impaling my feet. So the sole is actually a slab of wood, kind of. And also they're very easy to get. Oh my god, I almost jumped into crystals. They're very easy to get on and off. I was reading while walking my grandma's in my grandma's land and stepped on a nail. Shit went all the way through the slipper, but it happily didn't go deep in my foot. Yeah. Man. Oh, fuck me, I forgot. I need to change a charm. No, I've had a lot of lucky calls with nails as well. And it's just a matter now. It's not a matter if it will happen, it's a matter when it will happen. That I step on one badly. Ever since I saw The Ring as a kid, I've always stayed away from nails. Wait, what happened in The Ring with nails? I have seen the movie, but all I remember is just the 7 days when she's calling on the phone and like she's creeping out of the TV. And a horse jumping from a boat. Like, I think those scenes... The well, the TV, the horse jumping from a boat, and the phone calls. That is basically the only things I remember from that movie. There's a part of the cursed tape where you will see a nail going through a fingernail. Oh man. Yeah. Now for some reason, fingers are... I mean, fingers and feet. Hands and feet are... I don't know. I don't even like getting pricked for, like, when they're checking my blood. I hate getting, like, puncture wounds in my fingers and shit. It hurts so bad. Ooh, maybe I should have saved a soul. But then again, don't we have like a shit ton of nerves in our fingertips? I think our fingers are like really sensitive. Like, imagine tattooing your fingertip or tattooing your arm. It's gotta be so much easier to tattoo your upper arm than your fingertip. I don't have a tattoo, so I actually don't know how much it hurts. But I don't plan on getting one. I just realized the word nail is both for the ones used... for the body ones and the metal ones. Yes. And isn't it also nail like both the ones that you drive into wood when you're building a house, the ones you use in sewing, and the body ones? It's a word for a lot of puncture wounds. Let's not stuck here. There are so many nails. We're not safe. We're not safe anywhere. Will Rocker improve his personal best? Let's see. We'll... Ooh, I gotta check. Because it's a limited amount of words. Like the shit I use, the Tangia bot. I can't use it as much. Like, unlimited.
Dragonborn BG asked me, will Rockor improve his personal best? Listen up, Dragonborn BG. It's like asking if a butthole farts, of course there's a chance, but will Rockor be the one to push the limits dance with destiny and smother that PB with their epic gamer skills? Who the fuck knows? They better summon their inner testicle grappling energy and splash some skill juice all over Hollow Knight. Because if they don't, I'm gonna come in their save file. Stay tuned. Chaos awaits.
Right. Well, who are we to say no to the Joker? Let's... What? Those miners? He should have asked Cartman. The... Well, yeah, you did get a good answer there. Kermit has usually similar funny... He's gonna... What in the save file? Yeah, you heard him right. He's a rude little joker. Kermit as well, he's also got some funny... some funny things to say. Oh, not gonna risk that one. Come, I believe. Yes. Okay, full soul. Oh my god, we almost dashed over the edge. Oh, and tomorrow we're gonna see if we can finish up Tangle Tower. I don't know if you've played it or if you watched me play it last Thursday. But it was a very fun game when we're trying to solve a murder in a tower. And you have to like go around, find clues, ask people about what they've been doing. Basically a detective game. It was really fun. So hopefully we'll finish that up tomorrow. It said it was like a 5 to 6 hour... a 5 to 6 hour game if you play it like on how long to beat. There's a page called How Long to Beat. So if you ever wonder about a game, you can check. I played that one. Did you play the previous one? No, I didn't. And I would love to, because I think Tangle Tower was super fun. We got to the... We almost explored all of the rooms. I think there were 2 people I did not speak to yet. And like 2 or 3 rooms that I haven't been in. So I'm guessing we're close to the end, but I don't know. So we're gonna play that tomorrow. So hopefully it's gonna be... Hopefully we're gonna have time to finish it up. I might extend only to be able to finish it up. Maraba. Who is it that says Maraba? Hi, Lizzie. Hope all are good. I am doing very good. I hope you are doing good as well. It means... Oh! Does that mean hello in Arabic? Maraba? I could have sworn that there was a character in Hollow Knight saying Maraba as well. It sounds like Sly says that. The little nail sage. Or maybe something similar. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Maybe I'm just connecting it to him. You know what? When we're done here, I wonder if I'm gonna go and beat Sly. Just to see if we can hear what he's saying. The first one's just called Detective Grimoire in Steam. There was another one before that, but it was an old browser game. This year, the third game comes out called The Mermaid's Mask. I saw that they made like ads for the Mermaid Mask in the game, like recommending you that okay, this is the next game we have released. So if you find this fun, like try this as well. But no, that sounds really interesting. I found this one very entertaining and like a nice change of pace kind of from what I'm usually playing. So I'm looking forward to it. I should probably play the other games as well. Oh my god, I forgot to split. We got Crystal Heart, we got D-Dark, we got Dream Nail. We're gonna do Cyclone Strike. Feels like it's gonna be hard to improve the PB today when we already have 2 hits. But who knows? Maybe. Okay, buy this key. I don't know. Is there any... Like, back in the day, those point-and-click games was super popular. I don't know if you guys remember... This is probably... I don't know if anyone has ever played a game called King's Quest. Or like King's Quest 7. That is a really old game. I don't think anyone... I think most people have not heard of that game. But that shit was so much fun. And a game called Full Throttle and Grim Fandango. Also very old games, but man, they were fun. I think they made a remake of Full Throttle. You're basically a biker coming into a city and like you have to pick up shit and just solve puzzles. I remember I had it on my computer when I was young and it was a really cool game. It sounds familiar, but I've never played King's Quest. King's Quest was like... It was really wonky. I have only played King's Quest 7, and I mean... let's see, I think we... King's Quest 7. So this is the game I played. Like, it's from 1994. That's that's an old game. So it was basically just a point and click. You got to a screen, and you had to use items to do different things. And you got killed like all the time because you had. It was learning through trial and error. So you got to a screen, you picked up items, and then like let's say this werewolf, I think you needed a piece of meat or something. So when you got to this area, when he popped out, you quickly had to click the piece of meat and give it to him. Else he would kill you. And it was just like playing through a story. And it was just fucking weird. It was somewhere... Oldest game I ever seen was Tomb Raider and Resident Evil from 1996. Man, those are new games. Holy shit. Smart science. Bye. I used to play... I played the first Tomb Raider and Resident Evil 1. Holy fuck, Resident Evil 1 was scary back then. The dog jumping through a window gives you PTSD today. Like, it scared the shit out of every child that grew up during that era. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's when you start the game, you enter a big house, and then you have to, like, go through a door. And usually, I don't remember if it's just one door open or something like that. But you go through a corridor, and there's windows, and a zombie dog jumps through a window and, like, jump scares you. And this was not very common back in the day. Like, scary games didn't really exist. So, maybe some did. But Resident Evil was groundbreaking in, like, being one of the first really scary games that was, like, 3D. Maybe there were some scary Super Nintendo game, but, like, in a 2D platformer, it's not as scary, kinda. But man, it scared the shit out of people. Maybe there were some scary computer games, but it was a really good game though. I love Resident Evil games. They're amazing. Okay, we got Cyclone Strike. Let's go get... where am I going? I need to go to City of Tears. See the storerooms. Actually, when did they release Silent Hill 1? I think Silent Hill 1 came out after Resident Evil. Silent Hill 1. You joined Team Hitless? Yes, I did. So I am actually in the Twitch team of Team Hitless now. Oh, it released in 1999, yeah. Holy shit. The game or the movie? Nah, the first game. I just remember that was scary as shit as well. Man. It's official? Yup. I am a hitless runner. I did get one run. But we're going for one more. At least one more. We're gonna go for many more. Actually, the Silent Hill movie was pretty okay as well, right? As a scary movie. I just remember Triangle Head, like, ripping the skin off someone. That was a very cool scene. And that is basically all I remember. The monster design in Silent Hill movie was amazing. Yeah. Wasn't... A Silent Hill movie? You haven't seen it? Yeah. They made a Silent Hill movie. Silent Hill movie. It was from 2006. So they had, like, the classic, the nurses. Triangle Head, like, that was walking around with his big-ass sword. Just weird shit everywhere. The movie is okay on the sequel, though. I don't think I saw the sequel. Did they make a second one? Yeah, it feels like... I'm guessing the first movie did good. And then they probably wanted to milk the franchise and made a second movie that was just plain bad, probably. The sequel is just bad, so bad. I mean, the thing with Silent Hill is that the game, at least, is so fucked up. But it still has, like, a good story. Even though it's so fucking weird. And I think that is what they need to capture if they make a remake of, like, Silent Hill and stuff. And probably what they didn't capture if, in the second movie then.
What can I say?
Ooh, thanks for the follow.
Welcome.
Oh, that was... Sorry, I'm not gonna... Yeah. Kill this boss. Oh, there we go. Grub from Hollow Knight, thank you for the follow. What a fitting name. That's the problem with sequels. Usually they are bad. Such a famous follower. Oh, yes. Yeah. Most of the times, the first movie they do, or like the first game even, of something as well, most of the times it's a passion project. And the second one, like the sequel, is always a way to keep earning money. So, it is what it is. Okay, let's see. King Station. But there are some movies where the sequels are actually pretty good. I'd say Terminator 2 is better than Terminator 1. But I think that's more the exception than the rule. Hell no, T1 was better, you think? To be honest, I've only seen Terminator 1 once, and it was after I saw Terminator 2. Like, pretty much late, quite a lot later. So it could also be that I watched Terminator 2 when I was younger, and then it felt more high-tech and cooler than Terminator 1 did. Because I watched it when it was already old, so to say. I feel Sonic is the only video game franchise that had movie sequels that get better as they go. I haven't seen the Sonic movie. I just know that, like, when they animated the first part of the movie, didn't they? Oh. Then people hated it, right? Like, the animation was horrible. And then they remade the animation and it actually got good, right? I never got to finish Terminator 1. Noah had to go to the toilet and we never finished it. Oh, right. Also, Pirate of the Caribbean 1 was the best of them all. I think the Pirates of the Caribbean movies are super hard to judge. Because if I think back on Pirates of the Caribbean, I always think like, oh my god, these movies are so good. And then when I watch them, like, they are good. They are. But I mix them together. So, things that happens like I kind of bunch all of them together into one movie. So I have a hard time saying which one is the best because I'm thinking that everything happened in like one movie. And then when I watched like the first movie, it was like, oh wait, this didn't happen, or this didn't happen either, or like, oh right, that is in the second movie, not the first. But they are great movies. They're really fun. Yeah, people hated the first Sonic design. Yeah, but actually, cred where cred is due. They did change the design, and they changed it to the better, right? First time pulling movie producers work. Yeah, and I mean, what if they actually stuck with the design? The bullying worked, but and it was good. Like, the thing, when you do something for a fan base, let the fan base help you. I just know, like, with the Witcher stuff, I don't know if you like the Witcher. I love the Witcher games. And I thought the first season of the Witcher was pretty good because it kind of followed the Witcher games. Or books or whatever. But then, man, did it take a dark turn. For the worse. And all they needed to do was to actually follow what happened in the game or the books. And they went out of their way to do their stupid shit, like their own script, changing the main characters and everything. Man, it turned into garbage. First Sonic looked like a crack-out frog. I need to watch the Sonic movies. I never played too much Sonic, to be honest, when I was a kid as well. A friend of mine had a Sega, so I played it at his place. But I never had a Sega myself or, like, owned a Sonic game, so I never got to play it too much.
Oh, Paul.
Ooh, we have a guy that wants to be banned. Selling cheap viewers. Who would have known?
Velmi Artrit.
Be gone, bot.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah. Smite thee.
Velmi Artrit.
God, that bots.
Velmi
This one?
Artrit.
Was this, This was the... Oh, man. Have you seen the lion that an old Swedish king tried to have stuffed? Old Swedish stuffed lion. So, this in 1731, a king of Sweden wanted to have a lion stuffed, and they made him this. This is the stuffed lion. Because no one had ever seen a fucking lion back in 1700s. So the king brought back a dead lion or something, and then they got a like a mission to make a stuffed lion to show like at a museum in Sweden. And this is what they made. I think it's still in the museum. He looks so happy. That's horrible. Yes.
Helmadelka.
Oh my god, Raymond! How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. It looks like Tomb Raider lions. Actually, not too far from it. How was your stream, Raymond? I hope you have a fantastic... It was fantastic. Let me give you a shout out as well. I'm guessing you were playing Hollow Knight? What were you doing? Were you practicing... Let's see if my clip player works. No. Not today either. Either way, if you want to follow another guy playing Hollow Knight, go drop Raymond a follow as well. Let's see, For some reason, my clip player does not want to work sometimes. And welcome everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Rocker. I'm trying to get a hitless run. Which is not gonna happen today because I've taken 2 hits already. But we are learning as we go. I have managed to get 1 any percent run. And now I'm trying to do an all skill run. Feel like I found her. Thanks. Was just practicing stuff? Right. Oh, fuck me. No! Leave me! Yeah, did you guys see my Swedish lion? We, an old king in Sweden wanted to stuff a lion in the 1700s. And this is the result of that. Oops, a small picture. There, this is a better picture. Look how happy he looks. This is the happiest stuffed lion I have ever seen in my life. And I guess they made teeth out of wood or something. I guess the king just brought home a skin. They had no idea what animal it was because they have never seen a lion in their life. And he's like, here, have a skin. Make a lion. It's a cat. A happy cat. Oh my god, I should have this as a... I should make an emote or... I should make something of that lion. Five Nights at Freddy's or something? It kinda looked like it. Okay, let's see if we can get the Dung Defender. Since we can still improve our PB. And Dung Defender I'm not super confident on. I haven't played him too much. But hopefully... Can we just pump him with... Let's do that. And Cyclone Strike him to get more... Okay, no, he's going down. Oh! Out of soul. Woo! I don't dare to bounce him. I know you can bounce him if you... Oh, there we go. That was pretty smooth. Like, I've seen when people, like, play tennis with him, just bouncing him in the air all the time, back and forth. I try that, but I'm so freaking bad at it. I really have to practice it. And I don't know if it's really safer. But I mean, that wasn't too hard either, just actually smashing him over and over with D-darts. There are some parts I still need to practice. And actually this area is one of them. And I think I almost made all my save states yesterday, so I can practice. Oh, fuck me! Okay. Okay. That was scary. Like I said, I need a little bit of practice. But we're fine. It's fine. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Wait, where the fuck am I going? I went the wrong way. This is where we're going. Those iframes, they sure did. And it feels like a gamble how long the iframes are. Like, sometimes you have iframes for, like, longer than other times. Woo! Holy shit. He's scary. Okay. The gauntlet, I took a hit here last time. But I did actually figure something out yesterday. And this was it. Works way better. Isn't it strange that what I practice I get better at? Okay, we got Ismas here, we can split. Have to open up the shortcut to Umu. And what is that mug, you might ask? It's the best mug ever. And actually cannot be yours right now. Because I need to fix my old merch. I know I have a bot shouting out there I have new merch all the time. But the link doesn't work. I'm so lazy when it comes to fixing shit. Where did we take... Stream Animals broke everyone's stores? Yeah, they did. I don't know. It was a little strange with Stream Element. I think they did a... Like a... They merged with some other site, or like they outsourced doing the items to another site. So it... Before it was Stream Elements making the merch, I guess. Or it was at least under Stream Elements' name. While as now there's actually an external page with another name of the store where you get the merch. And I think Stream Elements didn't have the... Maybe... I don't know if the quality was like... Not 100% on Stream Elements. I never actually got anything but the mug, and to be honest, that mug was actually not too bad. It's a good mug. But I think the sweaters and stuff, I know Stimpy actually bought a sweater, a t-shirt. And I think she posted a picture of it, and it looked like the... Like, the... What do you say? Like the brand, the printed brand, almost looked like vintage. Like the colors weren't really popping. It looked dull. So, probably got a lot of backlash for that, and that's why they switched, I guess. Now I have no idea how it is. I gotta have a look at that and update some fun merch. Ooh, maybe we should have the Swedish lion on a sweater. Should we have a slogan? Roar like a Swedish lion? And then we have him on the... Oh, and I forgot to buy, when I got to King Station, I forgot to buy... No, I didn't. There are lions in Sweden? No, not too many. I don't know, did you see the Swedish lion, Lysian, that I showed? I need to make this guy my poster boy. This is going to be my new poster boy. I need to get a good slow... I think... Roar like a Swedish lion. And then there's a picture of him. So, apparently it was... Lion of Gripsholm Castle. In 1731... King Frederick I of Sweden... Baba Abdi presented King Frederick I of Sweden with a lion. One of the first lions in Scandinavia. When alive, the lion was kept in a cage near Junibacken. When the lion died, it was stuffed and mounted. So we actually had this living in Sweden until it died, and then they stuffed him like this. Then you can't even excuse them that they didn't know how they looked like. They fucking had him living in a zoo. And then when they stuffed him, they made this abomination. What the hell? Yeah, what the fuck? They couldn't even blame anything. He was just really drunk or something, the guy. They had one guy. They had one guy stuffing animals in the entire city, and he didn't do a good job. He wasn't good at his job. Where are we going now? We did open up the shortcut. Oh, we're going for the wings. So we're going back to King Station. Poor lion. They did it a disservice. That is the face of the king of the jungle. No. That is... I have to make a shirt. Oh, fuck me. I really need to make a shirt that says roar like a Swedish lion. And have a picture of him on the front of it. That's going to be so much fun. Anyway, I support bringing awareness to the Swedish lion, though, through emotion merch. I will do that. I have been thinking of doing like new emotes and stuff, but my ideas. Oh fuck me! I forgot to bring soul. Oops. Let's kill this guy. I think. I mean, what better way to honor the lion than to make merch on Twitch for him? The poor bastard. I wonder what the lion did to deserve. Maybe he killed, like, the guy that is stuffing animals. Maybe he killed his family or something. And then he made him like that. So everyone would remember him for what a piece of shit lion he was. I didn't think it was possible to make a worse Lion King remake. But here we are. Or maybe he looked like that. Maybe that was like an extinct subspecies of lion. Maybe he was just a happy lion. High on catnip. Like 24/7. He was just the happiest lion existing on this planet. We don't know that. I don't think the camera was invented back then, so we can only go on what the folk tales are. Maybe they needed more taxidermy schools back then. Maybe. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know how Sweden was in the 1700s. Probably not very good, because we have a history of a lot of wars in Sweden back in the days. We had a 30-year-old war. Or not year-old, a war that lasted for 30 years. So people was born and died. Like, people lived shorter lives than the war was. The rare dirt lion? Oh, fuck me, I thought that was the... Hunted to extinction? Extinction? Yeah. Maybe it was good that they hunted that lion to extinction. At least it wasn't 100-year-old like in France. Wait, they did a 100-year-old war in France? That sounds insane. What can you be fighting over for 100 years? That's a very long time. Okay, and here we have to go down here before we dash. So what predators you have now in Sweden? Oh, what predators we have? Not lions. We have... What do we have? We have lynx. The only cat, like big cat we have is the lynx and like normal house cats, I guess. Does bears count as predators? They're like more omnivores, right? But maybe they are predators. We have wolverines. But like there's not really that many predators in Sweden. Except for sexual predators. No, I don't think we have many of those either, to be honest. Lynx are beautiful and but also deadly. Yes, and they can be angry as shit. Moose predators out. Yeah, moose we have. They invade my lawn all the time. I took 2 hits on this boss last time. Let's see if we can better that today. I really find this the safest, just standing on a safe distance. Oh my god! Oh! Mm. That was so close. Man. I hate this boss so much. His jumps are so fucking weird because he wants to land behind you. He should be almost... Oh my shit. There we go. In Sweden, moose hunts you. I've had moose a few times on my lawn. And I also met one once. Twice. I met one once when we were... me and Wiana was out taking a walk. So there's a nice like gravel road here that we like to walk on. Because it's like surrounded by nature. We went one direction and when we went back, a fucking moose was just standing like right across the road and blocking it. Just eating grass, looking at us. How does moose taste? It's actually pretty good. My dad used to hunt a lot of moose when I was younger. Is there any place where moose don't hunt you? I don't know, to be honest. But that time we had he ran away eventually. And then one time I was out driving an enduro bike in the forest. And I had made like an enduro track up on a mountain here where I live. So I was just like riding back and forth. It was a pretty short track, so I got a little bored of that track and wanted to like make a new track in the forest. So I was going around looking for like good places where I could make a track. And then all of a sudden I was looking at the ground, like if there were ditches and branches and trees and everything. And then all of a sudden I looked up and like 20-30 meters in front of me, there's a fucking moose standing there, or maybe 10 meters even. Like he was really close. He was just standing there looking at me and eating grass. And I was like, holy shit, I have never turned around and ridden a bike that fast out of a forest. Man, I thought he was gonna charge me. I was really scared. But I think he was pretty chill. He just stood there, ate grass, and looked at me. A lost little enduro rider in the woods. Okay, let's see. We got the wings. Nailsmith. It tastes amusing. Lovely. No, I've eaten... Actually, growing up, my dad used to hunt. So most of the meat I was eating growing up was actually moose. Because his hunting team, like, they always shot a couple of moose each fall. So our freezer was always full of moose. If it's mating season, they become dangerous. They actually do. And the males are really dangerous. And they kick baby moose to death. So they're pretty evil. So if a daddy moose sees a mommy moose, and mommy moose has a like they bring their child around them for like a year after they're born. So if it's mating season and the mother has a baby, the daddy might sometimes try and kick the baby to death. Like they kick them in the ribs and puncture their lungs and kill them. Just so he can like get laid, and he doesn't give a shit about like the offspring. He just want to get laid. And he knows he ain't gonna get laid if the mother is having a baby calf. So he kicks them to death and then he gets laid. So they're pretty violent. And I think if it's season as well, the mothers might be protective of their children as well, just like bears. So if you get in between a moose and like their baby, they might attack you as well, just to protect their baby. Zebra does that too? Really? Yeah, I mean, and it's super brutal. And I thought lions were the only one mean to babies. No, the animal kingdom is fucking horrible. They do not give a shit. They kill right and left. And isn't it something, speaking of the lions again, going full circle back to the lions, isn't it something that when like the female lions are in heat, if they don't get laid, they start biting the balls of the male lions. Like they get super aggressive and like they start biting the male lion in the balls because they want to get laid. Man, it gotta suck to be a lion if you're not horny. Roar like a lion. Okay, we got the nailsmith. We're gonna go get wraiths. I don't remember. I think I saw it on a picture or something, or a small video on YouTube. We've all been there, yeah. Hate when that happened. Isn't it now April soon? God damn it. When the ladies are in heat, we gotta protect our balls. Classic. Classic April. Let's see. This gauntlet is fucking scary as well. Oh my god, okay, we're fine. Whee! Oh, he was camouflaging himself in the grass on the sides. What the hell? Okay, we got the wraith. I should probably... The thing is, I need my split set up just to know where I'm going. I don't know the run by heart yet. But it feels like now at the end, we have like 5 splits in a row almost. That is like really quick. Not that it really matters. But it would be nice if they reflect like how far you've come as well. Oh. Actually, we're very good to get a new PB. I just saw it. We're 1 hit less than we was last time now, at this point in the game. So maybe we'll get a new PB today, if we can keep this up. We are at a 5, and to be honest, I haven't been super focused this run today. I think that is why I took the hits before, because I didn't focus 100%. Which is fine. I've had a lot of fun streaming today. Just talking about random shit. But, ooh. But otherwise, everything else has gone pretty smoothly. But then again, we have the hard shit left. Okay. Great slash. So, split. Here we took 1 hit last time. Where do we go? We go to King Station. Oh. Oh no! Fuck me! What an unnecessary hit. God damn it. Oh, I thought I was gonna... I feel so stupid now. That hit was... It's so funny, the hits I take. Need to practice that part? Definitely. The thing is, I jumped up to get soul, and when I jumped down, I saw that one mob was aggroing me. So I was afraid he was gonna fall from above me and like hit me on his way down. So I stared to the left, and of course I land on a platform next to a mob, get stunned, like animation locked by... Because I landed from falling for too big of a height. Couldn't move, and he walked into me, and I took damage. I have never ever, and probably will never ever, take a hit there again. But hey, it is what it is. Still on par. Yes, actually, we took a hit here last time on this boss. And that got us to 4 hits. We're now on 3, so we're still 1 under PB if we can beat her hitless. Pigale. Okay, let's... I want to hit her with Shade Souls. Because... Oh, this is... a little scary. Oof. Because usually they hit her twice. And one does 45 damage, so that's 90 damage, which is quite a lot. Oh no! Fuck me! I thought you didn't. Oh, we hit. Oh, god damn it! We got hit twice there. Well, that's too bad. Man, my brain farted. I thought she was doing another move, and she surprised me. Oh well, we can be on par with PB at least. Oh, that's too bad. We have gotten her hitless now like 3-4 times in a row. And then we took a hit last time, and now we took 2 hits, so... I could practice her more, but I don't think more practice will do anything. It's just one of those runs. It's Wednesdays, mistakes are bound to be made, yes. To be honest, it is fine. That just means I get to play more Hollow Knight, so I'm happy. And I just know as well. Like, my tactic, I know I've said this before as well, but my tactic going into this is I know I'm not a consistent player. Usually when I play hard games, it's a lot about luck. And I just know that I can't be lucky every run. Wait, what? Oh no! Oh no! Definitely not. Oh, we took 2 hits in a row there. Okay, never mind. No, I was gonna say we can't be lucky every run. And today was very much one of those days. No, like when I get one of these runs, it's when everything lines up. That's when I get a hitless run, and that is like 1 in 50 or something, 1 in 40. So I know what to do in every aspect of the game right now. I just have to do it. And for that to happen, I just have to do a lot of runs. So if you do 100 runs, you're bound to get lucky once. So I'm just gonna statistically play this by the numbers. The more I play, the bigger the chance is that I get lucky once and get everything in a row. I can be unlucky, that as well. And today is one of those days. And to be honest, that was not unlucky, that was just careless. I feel like since we lost the chance of the PB, I am not super focused. Luck increased by 0.01% per playthrough? Yes, actually, true. Then again, the more I practice, the luckier I get. So it has also a little bit to do with skill. But it's not just about skill, it's also about luck. I'm not gonna say it's not. Which is fine. And I mean, it's the same with anything you do, basically. If you're practicing a sport, you won't be doing your best run every time. You will have good days and you will have bad days. It's just how it is. Your 100% run had some extremely blessed luck in the first half. It has some extremely blessed luck in the second half as well. The last boss was like from another world lucky. So yes, but that's what I mean. It took me like 30 something runs to get there. I kind of knew what to do all along. Every one of those 30 runs, or 32 or whatever it took me. I don't remember. But I just know that if I do it 100 times, once I get lucky and I get it. It was the same when I was playing Elden Ring and like fighting Melania and stuff. I don't know how many times I died to her. Fuck me, she was hard. And then all of a sudden it just clicked. I got lucky and I killed her. And I've never killed her again. And the same thing when I did Absolute Radiance hitless. I've done that once. Out of like 100, 1,000 tries. I just kept going until I got lucky and it works. Eventually you're bound to do it. Okay, Kingsbrand. I've only beat Nightmare King Grim once. Not that I'm trying anymore. I love that boss, to be honest. He has a lot of, like... He's super predictable. He's actually not... He is one of the hardest bosses to learn and play and kill the first time. But he's also one of the easiest to get hitless. Strangely enough. Like, when you know his patterns... and when you know what to do against his different abilities that he does... he is actually one of the easiest... Not one of the easiest, I'm not gonna say the easiest. He is much easier than the hard bosses to get hitless. It's like a dance, yes. And to be honest, for me, it's just muscle memory. Like, for me, it's like this. He can spawn high, he can spawn mid, and he can spawn low when he does his abilities. And for me, it's just like, if he spawns at the top, I just react press. I don't even think of what he's doing. I just react press on the buttons, because I know that every time he spawns up here, he's gonna do this ability, and I have to jump over him. When he spawns in the middle, I know that he's gonna do fire pillars from the ground, and I need to start dashing. So, like, I don't even think. I have just gotten muscle memory that when he appears in a certain place on the screen, I know what he's going to do, and I can react accordingly. He will punish every mistake very hard. Yeah, he does double damage, so... He's... and I mean, he is really, really fast. He is really, really hard. So the thing is, he's so fast that it's hard to, like... If you see him coming towards you, it's too late. Because then you don't have time to react, because he's so fast. But that's the thing. If you train your muscle memory so you know what he's doing, wherever he spawns on the screen, like, that's the edge you need to beat him consistently every time. I'd say, at least. Of course, everyone has different ways of doing things, remembering things. But for me, that is how I do it. I just remembered where he spawned on the screen to know what attack he's doing. And it's the same. Let's say you have a keypad with a code for a door. I know some people remember the number combination. I mostly remember the pattern. So, like, let's say it's 1397. If it's 13197, some people remember the number 1397 or like 1397. I remember, like, bottom left corner, bottom right corner, upper right corner, upper left corner. Like, you make a pattern on the keypad. So I think it's just differently as well how we're thinking. And I mostly use patterns and not actually remembering numbers. I don't know if that tells something about me. Maybe that is my deepest secret. Then we got the shriek. Now we just gotta finish up the last bosses. I do patterns too. My Xbox Live passcode was based on a directional pattern. Yeah. And I know some people... And this is also funny. Do you think in pictures, words, or like... I know at least. I think a lot in video in my head. And I know as well when you're reading a book, Like, or if I'm thinking, a lot of the times I make a video in my head that I'm playing and watching in my head, kinda, of how something will happen or what you will do. I know some people, they just have just thoughts, like you're just having words popping up, but no video feed. you're a radio, not a TV. I'm a TV guy in my head. And I know some people as well, when you're reading a book, I have an inner dialogue, like reading out loud in my head when I'm reading a book or like reading anything. While I know some people, they are actually just looking at the words and they don't have an inner dialogue in their head with like a voice reading up the words you're reading. They're just like reading the words and there's no voice, no nothing in their head. I don't know if anyone can relate to one or the other, but for me, I have a very loud voice in my head when I'm reading. I have a mind voice. It even sounds like the child me. Yeah, and that is so fascinating. That, like, how differently we are when we're thinking. Because you assume that everyone should be, like, kind of the same, right? But it really isn't. It was shocking to me that some people have no inner monologue. Yes, same here. I think I saw it on a video or something when someone was talking about it. And I was like, wait, are there people that do not have an inner monologue when they read? Like, is that even possible? How do you read them? And isn't it funny as well? Have you noticed that sometimes if you're thinking about something, you can catch yourself thinking about something? Like, you have a spectator in your own head observing your own thoughts. So sometimes if you're thinking something, you can catch yourself, or like if you're doing a bad habit, there's like another voice in your head that can tell you like, wait, look at me doing this shit again. Why am I doing this? Like, it's so strange with all the voices you have in your head. I keep skipping words. Yeah, I was shocked to learn that I can't hear a voice or see a picture. I have so much imagination, I can picture stuff on top of what my eyes are really seeing. I think I'm very much the same. The worst part is I've had a very lively imagination. And that's something that has been a pride of mine as well growing up, just. Like, when you weren't in school, like, you always wanted to be, like, special for some kind of reason. You wanted to be cool, you wanted to be funny, you wanted to be this or that. And I know that my imagination and being funny has always been something that I have relied on. And the worst part is, I think I got, like, kind of burned out when I was working with the motorcycles, when I was, this was probably 10 years ago now, or almost. Not really 10 years, but almost. And after that, it feels like I lost so much imagination. Like, it's not what it used to be. I'm still trying to get back to what I was before. And that's the thing, I really want to get into game design and stuff as well. So I started actually making a game that I haven't abandoned yet. It's just on ice. But I always have so many ideas on how I want to do things. But it's just hard to like get started and actually doing it. We all know you were an alien. You have no proof. Lysian, you have no proof of that. Those are empty claims.
You weren't supposed to see this! Not now! That is... Not at this part of the stream! God damn it, Lysiand! God damn it! Okay, the truth is out there. I'm actually an alien overlord. I'm here to corrupt your minds and take over your planet. Steal all your milk and all your lions from Sweden. So, prepare. Prepare for the worst. Prepare for me. Rocker does sound like an alien name. Actually, it does.
That are lions? No. Hate when they steal our lions. Okay, let's get these guys hitless at least. If we don't count every time I got hit, we're practically hitless then. Okay, this is bad. I don't like it when they gangbang me like this. Oh. Went fine so far. Oh my god! One dead, okay. Oh, two dead? Okay, we got him. At least this boss, we're starting to get hitless every time now. Someone illegally imported them. Illegally imported super happy lions. High on catnip. I kinda want a lion now. Wouldn't it be fun to have that happy lion? Imagine coming home from work, walking in through your front door, and that happy lion just comes up to you, smiling, like wants a hug. That's a paralysis demon. You mean the nightmare? Did you guys know about the paralysis demon, the nightmare? I think I've talked about him before. They actually used to think that when you get sleep paralysis, a demon is actually sitting on your chest, and that is why you can't move from your bed. And there's even paintings of that. I used to live with my roommate's zebra head, but a rat ate it. We got rid of it. Don't you just hate it when the rats eat your zebra head that you have? Every goddamn time. You said it's the most horrifying thing that happened to you? Yes, it has happened to me at least once, maybe twice. Basically, your body's nerves shut off when you're sleeping. So right when you fall asleep, so you're not running. If you're running in a dream, unless your nerves shut off, you would be running in real life as well when you were dreaming. So the body shuts off your nerves. So right when you fall asleep, if you wake up then, the body might be... You might have bamboozled your body, so it thinks it's actually sleeping. And everything is shut down, but you're awake and you can very much feel everything that is happening. And it's really fucking scary when you're laying there in bed, you can't move, and you think you're suffocating because your breathing is automated when you're sleeping. So you're trying to take a breath, but you can't breathe. And so you're laying there thinking you're suffocating and can't move your body. Not super pleasant experience. And a lot of people, strangely enough, report seeing someone, like a shadowy figure, standing in the room when it happens. I never saw any shadowy figure. But a lot of people report that they actually see a shadowy, figure standing next to the bed. I think I've felt that before. Oh, you have had it happen as well, Sandorment? It is so scary. It is really fucking scary. It's not dangerous at all, but man, it's scary. So, and the worst part is, you know when you're like half asleep? For me at least, that was the state that I was in when it happened. So I did not know, like, when you were fully awake and like you got your movement back in your body and everything, it was kinda hard to know if it actually happened. Like, did this really happen or was it a dream? And most likely it did happen. But you're like in a half sleep state. So it is actually hard to know if it actually happened. I find it fascinating all cultures and civilization believe in gods and other world demons and angels. Man, we actually talked about that a lot at work. I love my colleagues at work because I have one I have one guy that went to university as a... Is it called theologist? Let's see. Theologist? Yes, he's a theologist, and it's theology. And theology is the study of nature of God and religious belief. So he actually has a doctor's degree. Oh, not a doctor's degree, sorry. He has like a college degree in theology or something. And we discuss a lot of things, which is super interesting. And to be honest, I'm gonna sound like a fucking wacko. I do believe in spirits. I do not believe in religion. I do not believe in God. I do not believe in almighty, invisible old man sitting on clouds judging you for what you're doing. But I do believe that there's spirits and life after death and other, like, ghostly stuff. There is more to it, to this life, than life. I don't think it's over when you're dead. But I do not think that the religions that we have today are right. But I think they all touch on the same thing. Because most religions are actually very similar in a lot of ways. And talking about the same things. And it's very interesting. Oh, this is... Ah, crap. We took another hit here. The thing is... I also think that religion is both good and bad, to be honest. I'm not against it, but I also think it's sometimes used as a scapegoat to like think that everything is fate, like it's meant to be in a certain way. I just have a hard time believing that like a god exists if it gives a child, a helpless child, let's say if it kills a toddler. What has the toddler done that is so bad that he deserves to die? So, like, that is why I don't believe in gods and stuff. But actually, I do believe a lot in spirits and that there's something more, which sounds really fucking strange. But there are so many things that we can't explain. Like, have you ever had the feeling that someone is watching you? Isn't that strange? That you can actually have the feel... You can actually feel that someone is watching you from behind. And if you turn around, you will see someone... Like, they were watching you. And when you looked at them, you notice that they look away. Because you're seeing them watching you. I hate that feeling? Yes. But, like, what is that feeling? Hi, Death Star, how are you doing? Like, isn't that really strange that you can feel that someone is watching you? And I just know, like... And the thing is, it was actually the other day on Reddit. We had a thread on Reddit, on Swedish Reddit. And it was just that people, like, one guy made a thread that was like, what is the weirdest stuff that has happened to you? And he started with telling like a story of something I don't remember. And I was reading through these stories that people was reporting that has happened to them. All of them super weird, like ghosty stuff. Yes, Sweat It. That was actually the I think it was that one. So people were reporting all these stories, and I was just looking, and it was comment after comment after comment after comment after comment, with people reporting weird shit that have happened to them. And like, most of the stuff is so unexplainable that like, how can it happen to so many people all over the world with so many things? No, actually, I think it's called Sweat It. Let's see. Reddit. Sweden. Sweat It. Here. /r ask Sweat It. So this is like a Swedish subreddit. And I wonder if there's one that's called just Sweat It as well. That was what I felt when I had my paranormal phenomena at my late grandma's house. Yes. And like, I actually, now that I think about it, it wasn't a paranormal per se, but that feeling that you're being watched, it's similar to that you can feel that there's something in the room. Weird to say, but like, and I think some people can feel that more than others. And I just remembered, like, I haven't said on stream either, because I didn't remember it then. But now when I was talking with my colleagues about it, I remember it. Like, when my grandma died, and when we buried her, I could promise you that I could feel her hovering above her casket when we was in the church. I could feel her being there, like above her casket, watching us, like saying our farewells to her. Maybe you can explain it with that it was grief when it happened, and like we were sad, and the body does yada yada. Sure, that might be the logical explanation. That might be 100% right. But still, that fucking feeling, it exists. And it's really strange that it does. And sometimes it also comes to you out of nowhere. And I just know as well, when I was living in my parents' house growing up, I'm just gonna run through this part, and I'm gonna read really quick what you guys said. But when I was growing up in my parents' house, there were so many times where I felt like I was being watched. And one feeling that I always had, we had a really old, like, my grandma's old house was on our property right next to our house, and we kind of used it as a storage place, just a shed kind of. And I remember I was always so afraid when I was walking by that house, even when I was like 15, 18 years old. I was always afraid of looking into the window of that house when it was dark, because I was sure that someone was gonna look back. I felt that someone was in that fucking window looking back out at me. Every time I did, I never saw anything, of course. But that feeling was so strong that someone was there. Swedish aliens, demons, and ghosts. Is there anything you don't have? Oh, we have quite a lot. Malaika and I had stuff like that happen. Things that can't be explained naturally. Yes, and it's so funny when I speak with that theologist at work. He also says that there are no coincidences. Like, and So like most things actually do happen for a reason. A lot of things looks like coincidences, but he does not believe in coincidences anymore. And we have a lot of fun discussions. It is really fun to talk with him. But like that thing, and one other thing, in my house when I was growing up there, I remember I was always afraid of looking down in the, like we had an open staircase down to the basement. I was always afraid of looking down into the basement because I always thought that someone was gonna look back up at me one day in the dark down in the basement. And of course that could be that you're a scared child, yada yada. But one time when me and Wiana was visiting my parents' home for the first time, like the first time I took her home there to visit my parents, I remember she told me she didn't like walking in our staircase because it felt like there was someone behind her when she was walking up the stairs. And it's funny, because I remember my entire childhood as well, I always ran up the stairs because I felt like it was someone behind me in the stairs when I walked up the staircase. And it's like, I forgot that when we got back home. But when she told that, I was like, wait. I felt like I was being followed up the stairs as well when I walked up my staircase. And we actually, I know I told this story before, but my grandma's house, like my old grandma's house was that shed. And then my grandma built a new house next to that house that she lived in. And when my mom and dad got together, they wanted to build a house, so they built a house connected to that one. So I lived next to my grandma. And when she passed away, we started renting out that house, of course, that she lived in. And we had some people there that they claimed that they had seen ghosts in other places as well. But when they were there, like they claimed that there were ghosts in that house as well. So actually, weirdly enough, in a small city like the one I lived in, like no, believing in ghosts is just fucking strange. But they found a medium that actually had moved into the city, like part-time medium or something, which is always super dodgy, I know. But sometimes they can tell you stuff that is so fucking weird. So they actually asked that person if he could come over and like help them calm the neighbors because they were afraid that they had ghosts in the house. So he agreed. I don't know if they paid him or whatever, but he came at least, and he had a look. And he said that there was a ghost there that was my old grandpa. And my grandpa died when my father was 5 years old, so this was very long ago. He got kicked in the chest by a horse at a neighbor, which is like the neighbor to the house where we were living. And that medium said that he was the one that was like haunting this place. And it's actually funny because it's weird to say, but the presence I thought that I felt as a kid felt like kind of a male presence. And apparently he said that guy was there. And he also said things that are unexplainable. So when they was walking through my grandma's old house that we was renting out, he said that when he got to one room, he said that he could see like notes flying out of the window. And that was a room that my father's brother used to play instruments in. So that is a really weird coincidence. Another coincidence was also that he guessed that one of the rooms has actually been used for a musical room, and he has never been there before. The other coincidence was that he said that a milestone was buried somewhere on the property. And if you don't know what a milestone is, let's see here. Yeah. So this is a milestone. They look like a stone, and they told back in the days how far it was to the next village or like the next city or something. Really old shit, like before they had street signs. And these are like cultural stuff that is protected, and you're not allowed to like touch them or move them or like do anything with them because we're gonna preserve the culture. So my brothers, this medium said that there was a milestone buried somewhere on our property, and my mom and dad was like, no idea what he's talking about. And then later, when after he had left and they were watching TV, my dad was like, you know what? I remember when I was a kid, my brother had actually stolen a milestone, and he had a friend come over to have a look at it, and he told him that it was illegal to steal them, and you could get like a very big fine or even prison, I think, if you was caught having stolen a milestone. And the next day, my father didn't see the milestone again. So there is a very big chance that on my parents' old property, there is actually a milestone buried somewhere. And the coincidences, or like the chances that a medium that has never like been in the city even comes to one farm out in nowhere in Sweden and guesses that there's a milestone buried somewhere on the property, and there's actually a big chance that there might be. Like, those chances are so small that you can't even make it up. And it's just that things like that is unexplainable. So, by that logic as well, I am not denying that, like, ghosts and spirits might exist. But it's just funny when you look at it, like, how many people have experienced some type of paranormal thing happen to them. I bet you every single human being almost can tell of something weird that has happened. Almost everyone. And it just got so clear to me the other day when I was reading that thread on Reddit, and I just saw that, like, wait, there's like several hundreds of people telling stories that are like very similar to each other. Well, there are also stories of children remembering their past life. Yes. And there's also stories of I know they did a test somewhere. I don't remember. Wait, we can let me just kill the boss. We gotta do him hitless. Woo! Whoa! That was close. I'm always so close on those fire attacks. Wah. Let's see if we can bug him out again. We had the strangest bug happen last time, when he was sliding around on the ground. But I think I know why it happened. Okay, we're actually getting him hitless now. This is pretty good. There we go. Okay, we got the last spot hit. I forgot to split as well. Hollow Knight as well. Okay, we took 5 hits on the way to Hornet, so that was interesting. To be honest, this was a very, very good run. This was a very good run. We fucked up royally on the way to Hornet. But and then we did a small fuck up because we wasn't really paying attention in when we were going through Soul Sanctum. But no, that is. I'm very happy with today's run. Even though we didn't PB, I'm very happy because it was a very good run. We did a lot of very good things. It's just a matter of time before we get the hitless run. You said there's also stories of children remembering their past life. Yes. And there's also stories of children or like people that can remotely see other places that they have never been to. Which sounds super weird, but I'm just retelling what he told me. That there's people that when they're unknowingly, like if you're trying to do it, you won't be able to do it. But they had tests when they told people of like a city. Oh, is it clairvoyance? Maybe it's called clairvoyance. Yeah, they tell them to like draw a picture of a place. And they draw a picture of a place they have never seen or never heard of. They just get the name of something, I think. And when they look at the picture, it's like identical to the actual real place. But then if they try and do it again, they cannot redo it. When they know that they're trying to draw a place that actually does exist, like, then they can't do it. But yeah, maybe I gotta look that up. He only briefly told me about it, and it sounds so interesting. But I do also believe there are... I think we have senses. I think we have senses in our body that we do not know about. Ooh, a hydrate and a stretch. Thank you. Ah, a good... Yes, actually I need some self-care. I need to go to a chiropractor or something. I have a bad back. There was when you see stuff that you shouldn't be able to, no matter place or time. Right. No, and I've had clairvoyance happen once to me, but I think that could have been coincidence. Or not clairvoyance. It was more... I was at a party, I was a little drunk, and someone was having a deck of cards, and they took one card and they held it up like this, looking at it themselves. I only saw the back of the card. And they're like, guess what card I'm holding? And I'm like, I'm trying to feel the card, and I was like, it's 7 of diamonds. And they were like, they just lost their face and they turned it around and it was 7 of diamonds. I had no idea. I just tried to feel the card. It never worked again though. So, but that is a 1 in 52 chance, right? So, I mean, it can happen. It's a 2% chance, a little less. And 2% is... I've played games with 2% drop rates and found stuff, so of course it can happen. But the chances are very slim. It's also funny that you mentioned those abilities since you're playing Tangle Tower. Have that in mind. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, we're playing Tangle Tower tomorrow. So, it's gonna be great. Unfortunately, I am out of time for today. We are gonna have to end the stream here. Do we have... I was thinking if I was gonna raid someone, but I think I might just... I might just end it without a raid today as well. I need to make some dinner. I gotta fry some steaks. W stream, thank you. And thank you for being here, Sundormant. I really appreciate it. It's been very nice chatting with you all day. I also grabbed Tangle Tower. That sale was too good. To be honest, I think you will love this game, Strasbourg. I know you and me, we have pretty similar taste in like puzzles and stuff. And I really enjoy Tangle Tower so far. I think it's great. So, if you haven't played it, Maybe you should stream that game even. That would be fun. To watch like your thought process of playing through the game. I'm really enjoying it at least. And I hope we will finish it up tomorrow. But then you can't watch my stream if you're gonna play it. So I ban you from my stream tomorrow, Strasbourg. You're very much welcome, but also banned. Either way, everyone, thank you so much for today. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow we're playing Tangle Tower, as I said. On Friday we're gonna play Mega Man Maker. I have a map pack from Urisen that I'm trying to finish up. So he basically made an old Mega Man game in Mega Man Maker. So 8 bosses, like a normal Mega Man game, with 3 wily stages. And we made it through the 8 bosses, but the 3 wily stages was even harder, and it's gonna take some time. So I saved half of the game for Friday. So we will finish that up on Friday. And next week, we are gonna continue with these Hollow Knight runs to see if we can get a AllSkill run. I mean, we got a 7 today. We fucked up really hard in the Hornet part. We have done that hitless before. We have done Soul Sanctum hitless now 3 times in a row, I think. Now we took 2 hits there, so we're very close. We're this close to getting a hitless run. So, looking forward to that. So, next week I'm gonna see what I will play next week. So either way, if you want to join my Discord, there's a link to the Discord. There I post my schedule, games, chat with people, like do anything. And yeah, otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Yay, Discord! Yay! Look under your bed! What a superhero, what is under my bed? Have you put something under my bed? Should I make the stream 18+ before I look under the bed? Ghosts? Got it! The lion? Holy shit. Everyone, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.